Man, for some reason this year the rut's just been really off. It has been absolutely dead the last few days for us.
The rut's either dead still or it's already slipped by us. I got skunked again this morning.
Well, no matter if the rut's slow or not, we're gonna enjoy our time out there. We get to see a lot of friends and family. And what's she shoot?
8 point. Just got out the hospital 2 days ago and loaded the deer by myself. God, no.
Finally got a deer down this week, so we're cooking up some biscuits. And man, as we're heading out of Kansas, Jason and Joe's getting after them in Illinois.
Buck right there. Oh, okay, Daddy? Yeah. It's coming right behind you. I'm not sure what side he's gonna come on. You see him? Bam!
Got a busted brow there. Big body deer.
Man, I have no doubt we're gonna get it done in Kentucky.
Well, we finally got the cold weather we've been waiting on in Kentucky, because it's time to get something down.
In Lizard Creek, Louisiana, we were brought up being taught that nothing comes before God, family, and hunting.
We're not trophy hunters. Fact is, we love time spent with family. Mama found her deer.
Yeah, Mama. Girl, double lunged him. I'm proud of where I come from. I'm proud to say I'm a hunter.
And I want to pass those traditions on to my kids.
Yay!
Wallhanger down, baby. Yes, indeed. This is WallhangerTV.
While Chad and Dana are in Kentucky waiting for the weather to break, 250 miles to the northwest, Uncle Chris and Ranger are back in Illinois. Chris had took a big 8-point back in the first week of November, but since then the guys had yet to see or locate any other shooters. This concerned Chris and Ranger, but they were more puzzled on the whereabouts of the freak. He had still yet to show back up on camera and had now been missing for 2 months.
Man, it's not a good feeling when a deer that lives on your farm that you're very familiar with and have years of history with just disappears off camera. It's usually not a good sign. Very rarely do they show back up.
All right, folks, I know a lot of times on these TV shows and hunting shows, you know, all you get to see is the success stories. Well, this is definitely not a success story for us. This is a deer that we've had for several years. We've made reference to him several times on Wallhanger TV, and we've had several encounters. We've documented him all through last year. Got video footage of him in velvet this year and was on the top of our hit list. We were going after this deer hot and heavy. We were gonna get him, had him patterned. We thought we was gonna be able to make a shot at him early October. And when we got here to start hunting, we realized he wasn't on the cameras. And
man, EHD hit a lot of people that we know and a lot of farms in the Midwest, and Chris's farm was no different. You know, he got hit pretty hard too. And you know, it was just some key bucks, man. I mean, he had a lot of deer still on his farm, but a lot of his good shooters just got took out, man, and the freak was one of them. It's a tough story too, man, because the freak actually made it through the first year of the drought when a lot of people lost their deer. In the second year, it caught up with him.
So goes the tale of the freak.
But from what I gather, Chris is going to be heading to Kansas soon.
Not long after finding the freak dead on his Illinois farm, Chris had found just what he was looking for in Kansas.
There's a lot of changes taking place in the Wall family right now. Pretty exciting time. We've been trying to keep our eyes open for some property in Kansas, and just about the time we were getting bummed out that EHD, Blue Tongue, whatever you want to call it, had really got the best of us in Illinois. A good friend of ours gave us a call and some land become available in Kansas, and well, we're in Kansas.
Man, Uncle Chris had called me and told me kind of what the farm was looking like in Kansas, and I was excited for him, man. I mean, he was excited through the roof. I mean, he got on this farm and he immediately had shooter bucks that he was finding, a lot of good sign, and he felt pretty confident that they were going to be able to tag some bucks in Kansas.
Get her fired up and see if we can't go get an arrow or something. All right, guys, we're just getting settled in. Our first evening hunt here on our new farm in Kansas. Ranger, there's a big buck looking at us.
Man, what a story. First hunt on his new farm. He's trying to do an interview in the tree, and it's interrupted by this giant buck that they call Iron Man.
Oh my God, how about that? He's still there walking the tree line. First interview in Kansas. And a giant 180-inch deer walks up in the background. How about that for some awesome hunting? Oh my God, that just happened. Y'all sit tight, this is gonna get good.
WallhangerTV is brought to you by Elite Archery, respect the game. Reconics, see what you've been missing. Gator Tracks Boats, making waves where the competition can't. Mossy Oak, it's not a passion, it's an obsession. Scott Archery, everyone's #1. Ozonics, scent control that works. Ammo2go.com, your one-stop shop for all your ammo needs. G5, designed to hunt. Antler King, bigger bucks, healthier deer. Hunt Force, find your game. Angle Coolers, a legend in reliability. Code Blue, potency protected. This segment has been brought to you by Reinhardt, the best archery target in the world, and by The Lifeline by Hunter Safety System. Saving lives is what we do.
Well, the weather finally broke. So we're gonna get out and check some cards today and see where we're gonna hunt this afternoon. It should be really good, but it's pretty cold out there right now. In the meantime, we're gonna cook some scrambled eggs and biscuits and then head out. So feel good about it today. Hopefully we'll have a buck tonight. Man, this particular trip to Kentucky, the weather has been really nasty. We've had rain and wind and just seems like we can't catch a break, but this afternoon, the weather finally broke and that high pressure moved in, so we got high hopes for this afternoon.
Man, we have been battling the weather a little bit on and off all year, but the weather finally broke and we're set up, man. No more scouting. We know what kind of deer we have. We have certain spots we're ready to go hunt, and I'm feeling pretty good about this evening.
The stage was set. Reconics revealed a shooter buck on an Antler King food plot in the last 48 hours. Dana is hunting a brushed-in ground blind, giving her multiple shot opportunities if the buck makes his way into the plot. Anticipation was high as Dana descended into the setup. She knew this would be her highest percentage chance of filling her Kentucky tag so far this season.
This high pressure's moved in and all that bad weather moved out. We didn't see anything yesterday, so I really feel like these deer are gonna be hitting this food plot this afternoon, so we got pictures of 2 shooter bucks that made it through rifle season, so we're just hoping we're in the right place and get them on their feet and get a Kentucky buck down. Man, this is probably my 4th trip to Kentucky hunting, not to mention all the time we put in on food plots and hanging stands and everything, and we have a handful of really good shooter bucks that we know are on this farm because we have Reconics pictures of them, but we have not laid eyes on one of them.
The setup we had this evening, we've got an Antler King food plot that's pretty much dead center on the farm, but that east wind was gonna kill the edge of the food plot where we thought the bucks was gonna be coming out of. So what we did, we actually just transferred over to the back side of the food plot, got off of the food plot just far enough to where east wind was gonna keep our scent flanked off, and we're still gonna catch the corner. We're feeling pretty confident about it. We just got the ozonics going, got the code blue sprayed down. We're feeling confident that if he makes a move, we'll be ready for him.
Man, I was starting to second guess that gut feeling I had because it had been a very slow evening. We got less than an hour before dark. It's calm now. It is getting cold, cold.
and we look and she spots some movement in the grass coming straight into the plot.
You know, I'm looking down, and when I look up, this buck steps out of nowhere into the food plot, and it only took me a minute to figure out that this was K2, one of the bucks we had been after. And this huge buck is walking into the food plot, and he's only about halfway where I need him to be, and he's quartering to me. And every time he stops to check things out, I feel like he's staring directly into my eyes, and he just knows we're there. So I'm just waiting to move to be able to get my bow set for this deer to step into my lane where I need him to be.
Big Kentucky buck. I'm so excited, but we're gonna go ahead and slip out back to the buggy, go to the camp, and put this on the TV so we can see a little bit better to see if we're gonna go in tonight and get him, or if we need to wait a little while or till in the morning. So we're gonna head out of here. Hopefully it's a good thing.
Oh my gosh, that happened so fast. I cannot believe I just shot my Kentucky buck.
Like WallhangerTV on Facebook to follow Chad and Dana all year with a chance to win gear seen on the show. This segment has been brought to you by the Barnett Razor, Razor Light, Razor Fast, and by Mojo Motion Decoys. Join the revolution. Halo rangefinders are an affordable, reliable rangefinder that give confidence to make an ethical shot. They feature angle intelligence, so I know the true distance to my target. Halo rangefinder. Never compromise, never miss.
Man, it all happened so fast. When she gets a shot off, I really didn't know what kind of shot she had, but I knew the deer acted hurt when he left, but I really didn't know. I mean, it was really gonna take going back and looking at the footage.
All right, I feel pretty good about the shot and everything after watching it, so we're gonna get changed and go in and try to get some supper, and I think we're just gonna hold off to in the morning to go check everything out, but got a good feeling about it, so hopefully we got a Kentucky buck down. Kaden buck! Hey Kaden buck! Mama shot a buck! I don't think she cares. She's worried about her bottle. We were so excited to get out of that blind and get back to the camper and tell baby Kaden that Mama had shot a buck that night. Oh my goodness. You don't care we shot a buck, huh? You gonna take a picture with it when we go get it, huh? So yeah, I'm just worried about my milk right now, Mama. Fixing to get a little breakfast and then hopefully go find my Kentucky buck laying down, waiting on me, so we get our bellies full and then head out.
Man, I knew no doubt this buck hadn't made it far, so I can't wait to hit the woods and try to put our hands on this deer.
Maybe get that deer. Maybe go find some blood.
I'm good.
And Jimbo.
I wouldn't video the stuff.
Finally, the sun's up the next morning and we can go find this buck.
It's the next morning, we're fixing to ease to where I shot him and see if we see any blood and start looking for him. Hopefully he's laying not far down this hill. My arrow right there. See my arrow where it broke? Probably got about 8 inches of arrow and a broadhead still in him. Oh, I see him. White belly just on the ridge over there. Yes. Yes. Where's Jimmy at? Kentucky buck down, baby, yeah. Thanksgiving Day. You're retarded. He's so stupid. I'm telling you, it's November the 28th. I can't stress how important food plots are. We have Antler King food plot planted up there. It's post-rut. And this deer showed back up looking for something to eat to the food plot. So they are definitely important for late season when everything's frozen and cold, when they're looking for something to eat. So, man, what a blessing. It has been a long season. This is November the 28th, Thanksgiving Day, and this is the first buck that me and Chad have actually got down on video together. So it is definitely a blessing. What's even more a blessing, we got friends and family here today, and we got a brand new baby girl back at the camp waiting for us. So she'll get to take a picture with Mama, with her first buck with her mom and dad. You're so retarded.
Retarded.
Stop, stupid.
You didn't doubt your shot. I'm proud of you.
No, but you did.
So, K2 is down, baby.
Yep.
Hey, that's a heck of a deer, dog.
Good Thanksgiving Day surprise, huh?
Happy Thanksgiving.
Yep, yep.
Man, what an awesome deal. We were right, that buck didn't make it far. And what a cool experience, man. I got to be there with Dana, and we had some good friends in the area. Brother Jimmy and Jimbo were there to help. And, you know, Dad had just actually made it to the farm. He was driving in to eat Thanksgiving dinner with us. So we pretty much had half the family together in the woods on just a gorgeous morning. And it was definitely a blessing for sure.
Hey, congratulations. Hey. Don't eat the deer, we need the hide. You know, it was such a blessing just having family in camp and being Thanksgiving too. It just made the hunt so much better.
See my Caden bug? Hey, Mama found her deer.
Your mama.
Found the deer.
There's your mama. Look. Look.
Mama. Hey, Mama found her deer. I found it. I did. Yeah. You did her. Ooh, Mama's face is cold. Okay. We'll come back in a little bit. And take a picture, okay?
Man, I was so proud of Dana. I mean, she didn't have Caden, didn't have the baby until the end of September. Here we are in November, and she's made a successful bow hunt and shot a heck of a buck, man, with her bow. I couldn't be prouder of her. And you want to talk about Thanksgiving. I mean, we have a lot to be thankful for without the deer, but it sure made it a lot sweeter for Thanksgiving supper.
My silver bullet man, for the nearest exit look, for the nearest.
Throughout the year, ask you in Jesus' name. Amen. What?
We hear you.
I don't think y'all paying no attention to me.
Gumbo, a camper in Kentucky. Definitely a Thanksgiving I won't forget.
High Mountain seasonings are an easy way for us to make jerky and snack sticks out of our game. And I know I can trust High Mountain.
Best of all, it's fresh, easy to make, and tastes great. To find High Mountain seasonings in your area, go to highmtnjerky.com. The Pile Driver by Wild Game Innovations is a revolutionary feeder that keeps your feet dry and piles it high. The auger delivery system is designed to make your powder last up to 60 days and keep deer coming around, producing big bucks in the field and on the ground. Check out the Pile Driver and other great products at wildgameinnovations.com. 600 miles to the west, Chris and Ranger were still in Kansas. The guys are hunting a new property that Uncle Chris had just purchased. And after several encounters with dominant bucks, Chris and Ranger know it's just a matter of time before crossing paths with one of these big bruisers.
Man, we had a pretty good hunt in Kentucky, but Chris and Ranger are covered up with bucks, man. They just hit the right time, the right place, whatever you want to call it. But I know them, and I've got confidence in them. They're going to figure it out, and they're going to be tagging a buck real soon.
Chris has been covered up with bucks all week on his new farm in Kansas, and this evening was no different. The buck activity picked up right where it had left off. A buck known as Turkeyfoot slipped in behind Chris and Ranger. The previous landowners know from years of documentation this buck is a 7.5-year-old monarch. Turkeyfoot approaches with caution, as he knows danger could be lurking around any tree.
God's had 6 or 7 days here. Boom, we got him, baby. That's right there, he lays right there. No ground shrinkage here.
We're after this one deer. If he comes in front of me today, I'm gonna take him out.
Well, it's the last day of Illinois' second gun season. There's movement over there where them other bucks came out. Definitely one of the 2 bucks that are on my hit list. He's getting nervous. You want him?
I just shot a buck, my first Iowa buck. Hope gave hit record.
WallhangerTV is brought to you by Elite Archery. Respect the game. Reconnect. See what you've been missing. Gator Tracks Boats. Making waves where the competition can't. Mossy Oak. It's not a passion. It's an obsession. Scott Archery. Everyone's #1. Ozonics. Scent control that works. Ammo2go.com. Your one-stop shop for all your ammo needs. G5. Designed to hunt. Antler King. Bigger bucks. Healthier deer. Hunt Force. Find your game. Angle Coolers. A legend in reliability. Code Blue. Potency protected. Support also provided by these sponsors.